Hey everyone, welcome to another book talk episode with me. So today's video is going to revolve around more editing stuff. And if you guys have followed this series that I've done, then you know that I've had quite a bit of trouble when it comes to editing. So I have struggled through this process, and the main reason, and I'll get into that in a bit, has put a really big weight on my back when it comes to this editing, and it's made it so hard and so difficult for me to get through this. But I have some great news, because yesterday, it was last night, I was just in this editing frenzy, really, and those are hard for me to come by, but I edited 3 chapters, and it put me in the halfway mark of being done with my second draft through this editing process of my second draft. Yeah, so I am so excited, because after reaching this halfway point of the second draft, I feel like it's just going to be a breeze, and I will now mention why. In my past videos I have mentioned this, but I did write this story kind of in different periods of my life. So I wrote the first part of this book almost like when I was really young. I was 15 when I started this book, and from then to now, that is a large gap of time, and I have evolved more, and I've gotten better, basically, and that's the truth with anyone. Over time, you just get better at your writing. That's what happens. That's what tends to happen. So that big chunk of time has really, you can see the difference between my style, between very much the story is just more developed now, and so much has happened that it's really taking so much work and time to get the first half of the story to mesh well with the second part. So it's basically me going in and reworking everything, rewriting basically everything, the story and all that jazz. It's just been so hard, and that's why it's taking me so long to get through it. But now that I'm at the halfway point, I've found that now I'm up to date with where I started in the summer. The first episode that of the writing a book series, that I finally caught up to that point, and now it's become more of a breeze because I'm not going in and reworking everything. Now I'm just going in and actually editing. So does that make sense? I just spent 3 minutes explaining that I'm halfway done with editing the second draft, and yeah. So now I want to get into a couple tips to help you guys when it comes to the editing process. My big and one only tip for editing is to, when you're in the editing process and you're in that specific draft, second draft, third draft, whatever draft it may be, you should focus on one thing and one thing only, really. So right now I'm on my second draft, right? And I am only focused on getting the first part of the book to match up with the second part of the book that I wrote, that I explained. So that's all I'm focused on, and that'll help you get through it quicker instead of worrying about every little thing like grammar, story, plot line, plot holes, character, all this stuff, character development, things that you need to check. And when you're editing, you should worry about one thing and one thing only, and just run through it, and that would help you focus on one thing, so narrow it down, and that will be better for you. Not only that, but I think it will make it run more smoothly. So for my next draft, I am going to be focusing now on getting the story to work more smoothly and stuff. Then in my fourth draft, I will be doing all grammar and stuff, so I can get it more prepared for my beta readers to finally go through that. Once those are done, I will go back in, and fix any type of mistake that they found, plot holes, whatever, storyline that doesn't match up, characters. And then again, another draft, going in and checking specific things that I need to get done. But it all has to be done in these parts. I feel like it's easier and better for it to be done in these parts. I really do believe that this is the best way to go about things, and I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people out there that would agree to just focus on one thing and get through it, and then do another draft and focus on one thing and get through that, and just keep that process going until you are sick and fed up of your own book, that you're finally ready for it to be done and published. But I'm already sick and tired of my book, but I'm only just barely getting halfway done with the second draft, so I've got a long way to go, but I know I will get there, and I know you guys will too. So that is all that I have in store for this writing episode. It was basically just kind of an update of me letting you guys know that I'm halfway done with my book. Editing the second draft, not my book. And yeah, I'm very happy about that. I'm very pleased about it too. I wish you guys well. I think for my next writing episode, I don't know, let me know what you guys want to hear. I got some questions on CreateSpace, so maybe I will do another video on that. And yeah, well, I wish you guys luck and all that jazz. I love you guys as always, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.